curtain, which is probably dirty and needs to be washed. But I just wanted to say good morning. I've taken to putting antibiotic ointment all over, like on my hands, on my face, on my head. And last night I turned my phone on airplane mode and I left it off, like on, my service off until this morning, and it's very different. I even got a few broadcasts out with it on. So I don't have all the answers, like, why does the TV be so smart, but like, why isn't it just a computer? Because like, it's doing so much, and then it's like, why can't I just like project it on the wall and not have this thing here? But like, no, Roku isn't like Apple TV. It's not like a modem. It's the TV. And you don't want to know, but like, it's not interchangeable. Like, that's a new adaptation. To change is to do something else. And like, you don't want to know. Can't believe how long I'd be working with this stuff. But yeah, so trying to work with this busted technology, and honestly getting gassed because I keep turning on classical music with my old phone over the speaker, and it's just like boom, boom, boom. I'm using iHeartRadio. Let me plug that. Get that out there. I've used iHeartRadio literally since like middle school. I've been on this game for a long time. Actually, there's a classical music station for Los Angeles, and that's what I've been listening to. I forget the name of it right now, but so it's just like so funny because these days, any attendance whatsoever, any sort of participation whatsoever feels so exceptional that like I do feel like I feel like a freaking orchestra conductor over here. And it's like, no. So many buttons, so many ginger touches, and it's just crazy. But yeah, life is really hard, and it's really amusing because there are assumptions, like with television, like that I'm just watching television, but it is not like that at all. There's so much stuff to look through to choose what I found. It's better to just know what you want to watch and look for that. It wasn't always like that. You do have to acquire some kind of, specification or theme, or like, you have to be inspired. And, honestly, it's not just the disparity between children and adults. It's also the difference between the presumptuousness and the lack of care, because, I actually have to think of these things and turn it on. It's all like in my image. It's all from my likeness, from my kindness, that I put together these genres and themes and whatnot. And so, you know, it's very personal. It's not standard. It's not conventional television. It's a lot of work. And yeah, anyways, it's just like thinking about trying to use things differently. Like, oh, like, what if the television had speakers? And it's like, that's just a different thing. That's just doing it different. You know, it's like, no, you don't need to plug it in anymore like that. I don't think. I actually don't know how these little projectors work. It says you go over Bluetooth or something, I think, which, you know, can be concerning because anyways, turning off the cell reception, which for me, if I slide down on like the right hand side, I get this screen, this toggle menu, and you can turn off your cellular reception. That's one button. You can also turn on airplane mode, which is another button. And so there are ways to try and turn off the spam callers. But what I was not even worried about was like the games. And I know they've been on this grind for a long time. I was just talking about how I don't believe in magic, but bruh, those gamers are relentless. Like, even on airplane mode, I still got full freaking access to my township, project makeover, all this. Bruh, you joking? Like my gaming exists in, you know, affinity, perpetuity. Like, it's like there even still. It's bad. So anyways, like, be using my phone just for managing a projector. I need to work in the movie theater. That's what I need to do. Oh, I need to go work at like the Oriental or something, you know, like something like this. Wouldn't that be so fun? Oh my gosh. Anyways, I gotta listen to freaking Tony Robbins grumble on again today, but I don't think I'm gonna make it the whole time. I don't know. I was having some technical difficulties. And so, but I did participate for a little while. But yeah, so crazy because it's like, oh, nobody's actually trying to contact me, so who cares? But to a degree, it's like, I don't know who'd been paying the bill. It's like if I turn off my cellular reception, I might I might lose the connection. But it is what it is. No, magic is the failure to, you know, more specifically identify what is phenomenal. And, you know, I was reading over my papers. I have some papers, you know, and I didn't get to transfer my files, but I did have some that had been recently opened, and so they were still, you know, accessible. And I transferred some to my Pages account here on this phone. And I'm geeking, man, because, like, it's not even all of them. That's just, like, it was just what I could get to. And I wrote about neon. I wrote about what was it? Like, balancing chemistry equations. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I do get on a trip sometimes, like, just like mental, you know, meandering. And I'm like, how did we do that when I was in high school? And I'll go through and I'll try and make a note about what I understand it to be and see if I can follow that to make sense of anything. And, you know, it's like not even half a page, like in short notation. But it's like, bruh, no, there is things in the world, things that people are failing to actually respectfully acknowledge. And it's just so crazy because it's like there's literally 1,000 things that I would do and be very happy. But you still want to be like, why don't you get a job, dildo? Maybe it's because I don't speak English good. Maybe I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Maybe you're a fucking jackass. But, you know, just the gaming and the programming and the reading and the singing and all of the curating and all of the broadcasting. But yeah, why don't I get a job? I don't know. I don't know. Why don't I? Why don't I get a job? Because you still claim that you're working. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well. Bye.